Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We just want to say thank you so much for watching our videos, for commenting, for giving us thumbs up. That really helps us out and we really appreciate that. In today's video, we want to talk to you about why we chose South Dakota as our domicile state. And today we are filming from atop beautiful Petit Jean Mountain in central Arkansas. We just want to bring you a nice, beautiful backdrop, and so that's where we are today.
This is Lake Bailey behind us.
This is Lake Bailey. Anyway, we want to talk to you today about why we chose South Dakota. We told you in a couple of videos back, stay tuned as to why we chose South Dakota, and so today is the day we're telling you. So the number one reason why we chose South Dakota as our domicile, well, first off, let me
distinguish between domicile and residence.
Yes, thank you. Let me distinguish between domicile and residence. So your domicile is basically the state in which you file all of your important documents or paperwork, such as where you would have a will on file, where you would register to vote, where you register your vehicles, where you pay your state income tax if that pertains to you, where you would be called for jury duty. So your domicile state is the state in which you file those things. A residence can be temporary. It's more of just basically the place in which you reside. For example, the house that you live in, that you have your address where you collect your mail. It can be owned by you, it can be a place you rent, and your residence can be temporary because people move around from time to time. So your domicile can be your resident state, but your resident doesn't always have to be your domicile state. So, for example, full-time RVers such as us, since we are constantly moving and on the go, we don't have a residence per se because we don't live at the same place for very long. So that's why your domicile can be different from your residence. And one of the reasons why we chose South Dakota as our state of resident or state of domicile is because they make it so easy for full-time RVers. South Dakota is very friendly to full-time RVers. All you really have to do is go and stay 24 hours in the state, and then you take your receipt from either a hotel or a campground, and you take that to where you're going to register your vehicles, and then you take your receipt there, and they can give you a receipt after they do all your registration, which you take to the DMV and get your driver's license. So all you have to do is stay 24 hours in the state of South Dakota to become a citizen. And so that's one of the reasons why we chose them, because it's extremely easy to get all of that done.
The number two reason why we chose South Dakota as our domicile state is they have no state income tax, and they also have no pension tax, no personal property tax, and no inheritance tax. They are actually one of the lowest taxed states in the country, which is that would be my number one because of the low taxes.
Another reason why we chose South Dakota is because it's extremely easy to register your vehicles and get your driver's license within the state of South Dakota. There are several mail forwarding services and vehicle registration organizations that you can actually use to help you do this. So once you take your receipt to these organizations, and we chose Americas Mailbox as the organization that we used, you just take your receipt from your overnight stay there, and you take your titles and other important paperwork that you need, and they help you take care of all of that. They take your titles and they send it to the proper departments and get all that registered and everything, get your tags, your tags for your car, all that stuff for you, and then they give you receipts for what they've done, and you take it to the DMV and you get your driver's license there. So it's all taken care of. It's so extremely easy to do, and that's one reason why we chose them, because you can just go to, it's like a one-stop shop almost.
You know, I'd like to also add that whenever we got our driver's license that day, that was the friendliest DMV I've ever seen. I mean, they have a door greeter that greets you at the door that's very friendly and asks you what you're there for and what your purpose is and what you need, and they help you along the whole way. And we were in and out of there in no time.
Less than 30 minutes?
Less than 30 minutes, had a new driver's license and everything.
Yeah.
And so there's, of course, people in South Dakota tend to be super friendly anyway, but we just had a very, very pleasant experience with that. They're just really nice people.
Yeah, I mean, most DMVs you go to, the people,
they look like
that work there look like they'd rather be somewhere else.
Yeah, they look like they hate life. So
it was a nice experience, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big plus.
Yeah, it really was.
Another reason we chose South Dakota is there's no yearly vehicle inspection. In Texas, well, the top 3 states are
that are friendly to full-time RVers.
For most people, our full-time RVers choose for their domicile is Texas, Florida, and South Dakota. As far as the annual vehicle inspections, Texas requires that, and they're the closest to where we would probably be the most here in Arkansas. But I don't want to have to go there every year if I don't have to.
You have to make a special trip.
Have to make a special trip just for to get a vehicle inspection, and they're a little bit lenient. They may give you a month or 2 leeway on that, but they do require you to come there once a year to get a vehicle inspection. At least as of the filming of this video, they do.
Yeah.
So that's a disadvantage. So yeah, we.
That's another reason why we chose South Dakota.
Yeah, another reason why we chose South Dakota.
So another reason why we chose South Dakota is because they have some of the lowest car insurance rates in the country as opposed to a lot of other states. We did live in Florida for about 14 months a couple of years ago, and we lived in southern Florida. We were about 45 miles north of Miami, and the car insurance rates were through the roof.
Well,
and so
for good reason, because there's
a lot of
terrible drivers down there
in Miami, in that area. But anyway, so another reason is why we chose South Dakota is because they have some of the lowest car insurance rates in the country. So that really helps us out when you're full-time RVing, so your insurance for your RV and your car.
Another good reason also is that in South Dakota they only have a 4% sales tax on vehicles. So we bought the vehicle in California and they have outrageous taxes. So we registered it in South Dakota, and that's where we pay the taxes. So 4% is much better than 10 or whatever the other.
I think it was even they have city and county tax in California, like up to 11% tax.
Yeah, it gets 10, 11, 12%. I don't know what it is, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's another plus. We paid a lot less in sales tax, and then the registration fees are a lot lower for the tags and all that. It was just much lower priced in that area all the way around.
And another reason to choose South Dakota is because they have services, as I spoke about before. They actually have services that will forward your mail for you, and that is very important as full-time RVers because you're never in one spot for too long. And so they have different tiers of the services that they provide for you. So if you're going to be in an area for a little while, they can forward all your mail to that specific area. And there is a fee for that, but that is one of the reasons to choose South Dakota. Now, Texas and Florida do also have mail forwarding services, but we chose South Dakota because of a lot of the other reasons we've already discussed.
And the same company, Americas Mailbox, they help you do all of your registrations and all that for your vehicles, and they also are a mail forwarding service too. Yes. So they kind of make it easy. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, it really is. It really makes it easy. So, and there may be other good reasons to choose South Dakota, and for us, those are the reasons that we chose, and there may be situation may be different for your family. You just have to do some research on your own to find out what would work best for you. But we just wanted to kind of help you understand why some full-time RVers choose South Dakota. Again, thanks for watching our channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share our videos. Give us a thumbs up because it really does help us. And if you have any questions or comments about the subject in today's video, please leave them below and we'll get back to you. We'll try to answer any questions that you have. And if you know of any other reason to choose South Dakota as your domicile, let us know that too, or any other state for that matter. And stay tuned for some upcoming videos we have. I know a lot of people are wanting to see what the inside of the RV looks like, so we've got some video of some remodeling that we've done, and we'll give you an RV tour.
Yeah, we got some painting, some floors done, and all that stuff that you haven't seen yet, but it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And then after that, we got something really cool planned to show everybody. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can find out exactly when we release our videos. But again, thanks for watching.
Till next time. See you later.